going to be talking about how social media affects your opinions,
your mental health,
and your social comparison.
Every day, people are influenced by media. In this day and age, one of the most influential forms of media is social media, which can be accessed through apps and websites on our smartphones, tablets, and laptops. The use of social media apps has grown very popular. However, so has the controversy about the positives and negative aspects of using social media. More specifically, social media's influence on opinions is the biggest controversy of all. Some people would claim that social media has allowed people to speak their minds more, exercise the freedom of speech in the First Amendment. Though that may be true, it's not always been proved to be the most effective or the most positive thing. For example, the presidential election of 2016 with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton was the most media-influenced election in history, in the United States history. As you can see here, the campaign was heavily influenced on Donald Trump's campaign on Twitter, and then Hillary's was more news-based. However, people's opinions constantly would be swayed by these negative or positive posts. It influences their decisions and their specific ideas that they have towards the events and the people. People's opinions constantly would be swayed and based on posts or reports that they see on Twitter or in the news apps, or even without realizing it. One thing you read in the internet can be powerful. It can stick with you subconsciously and change your perspective or view on a certain issue or current event. For example, if somebody said a negative thing towards something that you were in favor towards, for example, like a celebrity, a brand, or even your favorite restaurant, it impacts the way you look at it or even feel towards it. In fact, social media can subconsciously impact important aspects of your life, including your mental health, for example, anxiety.
Anxiety disorders are one of the most common mental illnesses in the United States, affecting over 40 million adults in the US alone. So that number does not include other countries or children under the age of 18. Fortunately, anxiety disorders are highly treatable. However, only 36% of the people who are affected by anxiety get the treatment that they need. These statistics were retrieved from anxiety.org. So why am I talking about anxiety? What does it have to do with media? Well, the reason I'm up here talking about anxiety is because anxiety is actually one of the key factors of social media's huge success. Studies have discovered that notifications are linked with high levels of cortisol or the stress hormone. So how do you feel when you receive a notification? It often arises an addictive quality to it, pushing you to perform this task and giving you that good feeling sensation when you've completed it and gotten rid of the notification. It's like a game. Social media is actually more addictive than cigarettes. So in other words, a notification gives you a burst of anxiety, and the only way to get rid of that anxiety is to go to that social media app. Specific issues that can come along with this using social media within the anxiety are fear of missing out. That is a very common occurrence with people who use social media apps such as Twitter or Instagram. They always want to know what other people are saying or tweeting or posting. They want to like all their friends' posts and they don't want to miss out on that. Another common problems with anxiety and social media is body image and comparison to others.
Did you watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show? If you didn't, most likely you saw it on some social media platform or you even heard about it. Every year, Victoria's Secret hosts a fashion show, and every year more and more people continue to watch it. This year especially, around 23.59 million people tuned in, and we all watched it together. And because of Victoria's Secret fashion show, a lot of anti-Victoria's Secret fashion show campaigns have erupted. For example, Dove created a Real Beauty campaign going against Victoria's Secret's The Real Perfect Body campaign. And because of this, a lot of people have had a lot of high social comparison. Because of the high social comparison, Victoria's Secret tried to fix that problem by showing that models are not just perfect, that they fall down and they cry and they have mistakes as well. For example, this year especially, the 2017 VS Fashion Show in Shanghai, Mingxi, one of the models, fell down, and Victoria's Secret did not edit it out even though they had 2 recordings of the show. Including Mingxi's graceful fall on the runway, they also showed her crying backstage with her angels, showing a friendship bond that they aren't just perfect or like machine operated, and they are people as well. And social media and media in general have become increasingly popular, and high social comparison occurs because of that. And high social comparison is when you think of yourself as inadequate, or it also lowers your self-esteem because you think someone is superior to yourself. And the VS Fashion Show is a true example of this. Social media often than not creates high social comparison and often makes people feel very low. Social media platforms are allowing individuals to create profiles of themselves that they personally select their own interests and everything about themselves. And for example, a lot of people use Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and these are all of our Facebook profiles. And because of this, people are comparing their realistic offline views of themselves to their online views. And because of that, they're also comparing themselves to other people online as well. As social media continues to engage more and more people throughout the years, social comparison will continue to rise.
We hope you found our video informative and helpful.
I hope you take into consideration how the media affects your own opinions.
And please take into consideration your mental health when using your next social media app.
And also, do not compare yourself to others on social media because we are all individually beautiful.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings!